Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti. I am your dating and relationship coach, and welcome to today's video. This is a highly requested video as I've had so many of you ask for me to do a video tailored around long distance relationship advice. I know the struggle is pretty real when it comes to long distance and just relationships when you yearn to be with someone that is so far away and you'll do anything in your power just to give them a kiss at night or hold their hands. Trust me, I get it. But I'm going to share with you in this video some top tips, but also some better understanding that revolves around long distance relationships. So whether if you're struggling in your long distance relationship right now, or you're looking for some inspiration, or if you're looking for some guidance, this is the video that you will be able to use today for you. So make sure you stay until the very end. Now, the first thing I want to talk about that we can discuss and say is our first tip is the fact that you have to understand in long distance relationships, you build a different type of intimacy, right? And this actually works out pretty well for you men, is you get to really be in tune emotionally with the woman on the other side. And I always talk about this. Women are attracted to that emotional connection. And that's what makes a relationship sustainable, no matter if you're married or if you're just starting to get in a relationship or if you've been in a relationship for a while. It's the fact that you can build a more intimate conversation and impact a woman emotionally. And it's challenging because I understand that sometimes these conversations can run dry, but this is when you can start to get creative. And the thing about this is I've seen so many of you men come to me and ask me, Apollonia, but what if I've just hit a rut and she's hit a rut too, and she just basically doesn't have anything else to say? Well, I'm going to talk about that a little bit in this video. But in this tip in regards to emotional connection and being able to thrive off of a different intimacy, it gives you a better understanding of the person that you are in this relationship with. And so when you do have a better understanding that with this person that you're in a relationship with, leads me into tip number 2. You have a clear outcome and a clear guideline of your boundaries and the reason why you are staying in this long distance relationship. The reason why I bring this up for tip number 2 is because a lot of times when people are in long distance relationships, I ask them, what is the end goal? What is your future goal for each other? And this doesn't mean that you have to be head over heels in love with a person. You've just been dating them for 3 months and you're like, well, I need to figure out who they are and I want to spend the rest of my life with them. I can't tell you that right now because it's only been 3 months. I'm not saying that. But you have to have a particular goal in mind, basically stating that, you know, I've been with them for a year, or let's just say I've been with them for 2 years, doesn't matter, or 2 months. The fact that you want something in the future, right? So you want something sustainable, or maybe you just don't want that and you just want the attention from the both of you. I don't know, that probably wouldn't be healthy. But on the other terms, most of the times that we're in long distance relationships, the reason why we're in them is because we do want that future with that person. We do want to get married probably. We do want to have children. We do want to come home to them. So you're working towards something. So what's really important is that both of you have clear expectations on the reason why you're committing to this long distance relationship. And that's what a lot of people don't really do and don't open up the conversation about because they're scared they're going to push their partner away, which in general, we don't have time to waste when it comes to love, right? You want to make sure that you're doing it the right way and putting yourself first, which I talk about all the time. Tip number 3 is always focus on the quality instead of the quantity, right? So reason why I say this in this particular tip is because a lot of times we start to think, oh, this girl's not into me because of the fact that she hasn't texted me today, or my girlfriend's not into me because of the fact that she hasn't texted me today. Well, no, this is when you let your emotions get the best of you. And I actually did a video about the 2 emotions that destroy your love life, which I'll put up here on the cards. But what's really important is that you understand that you can't let your emotions and your insecurities thrive from somebody else's behavior in the relationship, meaning hers. So if she didn't reach out to you tonight, or if you've seen that she has some different patterns because of the fact that she's been busy, understand that you can't let this get the best of your relationship. I've seen so many couples kind of go downhill because of the fact that they've let these emotions get the best of their relationship. And if you think that, you know, she is possibly either seeing someone else or isn't paying attention to you or losing attraction just because she's not initiating conversation as much as she has after the fact that she's told you, listen, I've had a rough week, or listen, I am just really overwhelmed with work, then understand that these are challenges that you have to go through in a long distance relationship. If you don't go through these long distance challenges in long distance relationships, then you don't know how your partner will be able to handle stress. The difference here is that you're not physically present with them and physically there where you can help them through it. But one way you can help them through it in a long distance relationship is when you make sure that your emotions are aligned with your behaviors and you don't have the insecurities arise to make you push this woman away or push her away. A positive outlook in long distance relationships can be hard, but it's so important, because think of it like this. I always talk about attraction in my videos, right? And I talk about, a man being on his purpose, and a man always being positive and having a good outlook in life and being confident, inner confidence of who he is and what he does. So what makes you think that this is any difference in a long distance relationship? You ultimately want to see and give this woman a piece of a life that she has an opportunity to live with you. So if you continue to focus on yourself and being positive and giving of course, your relationship some attention, then it's really important that you focus also on understanding the balance of your emotions and reflecting as a positive image in a life that this woman wants to be a part of with you, because of the fact that this is something that you've created and you've been happy and you're positive in regards to everything else that's going on in your relationship. And listen, I know that long distance relationships are extremely difficult, but alluding to tip number 1 in this video of what I said is you're very lucky, because effective communication is learned and built significantly in long distance relationships, because that's what you can do. I've also made another video about this and activities that you can incorporate in long distance relationships, and I really encourage you to watch that, and I'll put that in the end screens of this video. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, I always love to hear from you. Please support one another on this channel. If you are going through a long distance relationship, tell me about it, or support someone else in the comments, as I always love that. Because you stayed till the very end, I do have something for you. It's called my 20 question manual to get to know a woman's true self. And this you can use actually in this type of relationship, because you can really make it fun, get to know her, and maybe even make a game out of it. All right, guys, as always, I'll see you again in the next video. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.